Hello, my name is Pat Hunt from Kure Energy. We're going to demonstrate to you how our energy management system is different than any other product or system on the market today. What is the big difference? Real-time energy monitoring is what we do, and we have access to any of our businesses that has installed our product anywhere in the world, showing real-time energy. Different than most companies that rely on historical data, we give real-time data. Now, why is that important to you? Well, a prime example is this winter in the greater Atlanta area where I'm speaking you from. We had no winter. In February, the actual temperature were in the 70s, and in March, they were in the 80s. And instead of normally putting your heat on, businesses had their air conditioning on. So let's get started and show you how our EMS system is different than anything else on the market. It's comprised of these three components that you could see. In the center, there's a product called the Pulse. Now, this is hooked up to the main service coming into your building. We supply 12208 three-phase service commercial applications. Some of the great businesses that we're doing a phenomenal job is fast food restaurants, full-service restaurants, convenience stores, G stores, which is gas stations with convenience stores attached, and also hotels. We condition power. Now, what do we mean conditioning power? A lot of people are not aware of the fact, but when you buy power from power companies, KWH is what you pay for. A good part of that KWH is actually classified as dirty energy. Now, dirty energy is wasted energy. Our EMS system conditions that dirty energy and makes it usable energy. And by doing so, you're getting a better yield out of what you've already bought, which means you're going to use less. How much less? We guarantee 10% reduction in writing. Now, listen to what I'm going to tell you. Or the third largest insurance company in America will give you an insurance policy and issue the difference in cash. Other components inside of this Pulse is what is called a revenue grade power meter. Now, that meter's accuracy is the same accuracy as the meter on the side of the building that the power company gives you. How is that important to you? Historically, power companies say pay or get shut off. Now, for the first time, your company is going to be able to challenge the power company's meter for accuracy, because this meter is calibrated as the same as the meter on the side of the building. Inside, there are additional components in the Pulse that is patented that actually cleans and conditions your service. So basically what we're doing as an energy management system, different than any other product in the world, we're conditioning or cleaning your entire building. Unlike other EMS systems that work strictly on HVAC or strictly on refrigeration or lighting, we do the entire building. To the left, it's called the EBOS. That actually allows us to fine-tune our system to get the maximum amount of cleaning that we can do. How is this all gathered and reported, and how can we do a real-time demonstration like this today? This computer on the right is at each location also. This allows us to regulate, to be able to turn our energy-saving components on or off to validate that it's real-time savings right in front of people's eyes. So let's get started and show you exactly what we want to do. I'm going to close this out and pull up a live location that's going on right now. So we're going to connect to it. Here we go. Okay. What I'm going to do is now just make this larger for you to see it a little bit better. I'm actually going to scale it up. Okay, so here's a system. Well, first thing I got to do is shut it off. Our components are saving power right now, so we want to do it without it saving power. This is, again, the advantage that we have over any other product on the market. Now, top roll. Remember we said we're a 12208 service? Well, this is probably near a transformer, but it's 122, 211 average. So it's a 128 three-phase 208 service. Right now, they're pulling about 14.6 amps. Now, what are amps? Current. That's what you buy. You're buying current. The KW is what you pay for. It's running about 4.5. Here's the waste. KVA, that's the apparent power. Look at it, it's at 5.3. There's a big difference between 4.5 and 5.4 because you can see numbers are changing constantly because this is real-time energy monitoring going on at this building in the Atlanta area. Now, let me explain what KVA is. Across America, a new meter is being installed by power companies. It's called the smart meter. They now can read a lot more components going on and different factors that's going on in buildings. One of the main factors is power factor. Con Edison, one of the largest power companies in America, last year introduced a new reactive kVA power demand charge. And they said right on their site, if you raise power factor up to 95%, well, here we are without our energy saving components working, about 85%, where it says power factor average total. If you can raise it up to 95%, you can eliminate our demand charge. If not, that demand charge is equaling close to 10% of the entire bill. That's how much people's bills went up just because of the demand charge. Well, now we're going to show you exactly what our product does. We're going to put the relay on. I want you to pay close attention to the current or the amps, what happens. Because if we reduce the current, we're going to be saving money. Well, let's take a look. We're at 14. It just dropped down to 12.7, about a 15-20% reduction. The current is also being reduced. That means the kWh, 4.6. Did we clean up the system? Well, look at it coming down because it takes time. We're now dropping down. It's still conditioning, 4.6, 4.6. That means we have cleaned up the system. And why did we? Look at the power factor, 98.5. So let's reverse it one more time. We're going to turn our energy saving components off and just take a look at what's going on in the system. The sign goes off. Let's take a look. Well, the current dropped back up over 14.9, changing. The kW is going up 4.7. It's rising. And look at this here. The kVA has been greatly increased, which means the waste in the energy of this building is being increased, which means we're wasting. And a big part about that is also the power factor is down at 0.85. So that's one location. Let's take a look at another location that I want to look at. Okay, hang on for 1 second. I'm going to pull up another location very quickly here. Connect to this. This is a much larger facility. It's a large restaurant in the greater Atlanta area. Let's see what's going on in this location. Also, let's get this out of the way here, these signs out of the way. I want to go up and hit the view on this one, scale this up so you can see it better. And here we go. Look at how active this system is. Over 400 amps or current going through, but look at the power factor at 0.97, 98. Big difference. KW, drawing 160 KW instantly. But look at what we're doing. 150, 153, 150, 148, 150, 140. It's constantly moving because it's a very active system going on, a very big system. Their average electric bill is about $6,000 a month. Here's a key component, what I want to show you. It's great that you can condition power, but what's different than any other product in the world or in America on the market that we've been able to do? One of the negative factors about power is recently, in the last 15, 20 years, harmonics has been entered into the system. How? Through solid-state circuitry, LED lighting, we're changing it out. Harmonics is heat. Heat is dangerous to motors, computers, electronic equipment like cash registers, your Visa MasterCard machines. Well, any engineer will tell you, when you take a look at harmonics, and right now we're going to look at the harmonics in this building. At the fifth dimension of harmonics, this is where the motors are. If you're below 10, you're not harming the system at all. Look at this here. We've conditioned this system to virtually have no waste, and you're looking at I, A, B, and C, which is the amount of harmonics inside the building, were actually under 5, way down from 10. No other product in the world can make those claims about cleaning up the power so well to be at 370 some amps. The power factor is at 97.6%. No other product on the market can make these claims of conditioning power so well. So what's your next step? Well, the first thing I want to do is show you an actual monthly bill that you're going to receive every month, included with the cost of our EMS system. Now, here's the best part about our EMS system over other energy management systems on the market. The return on investment is under 1 year, 12 months or less. Now, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can understand what our system actually gives you. The utility company in February of this year, now this is a fast food restaurant. It's actually a Zaxby's in the greater Atlanta area. they used 18,120 kilowatts in February. Their bill was just under 2,000. According to our revenue grade meter, with the same calibration as the power company's meter, we're saying they use 17.9, about 156 kilowatts difference. If you multiply that times what they pay, according to our records, they overpaid $16.71. Some additional facts you're going to get. The average power factor with the unit running is at 94.5. Take a look at last year's data. Now, last year they had a winner. This year we didn't, even though, look at this. They used 22,245 kilowatts last year. Same time this year, 17,900. What does that mean to the company? We saved them 22.8% over last year's reading, or over $500 difference. When we showed this to the franchisee owner, he ordered over 12 other units to put in the rest of his stores. In addition to giving you a good reading every month, we're also going to show you what you're doing your fair part on the economy. By reducing the amount of energy that we're using, you're saving the carbon footprints that is better for your kids, your grandkids, and everybody all around. At the end of 12 months, we're actually going to give you a sticker to put on the front of your business saying that this is the amount of carbon footprints that we've done by going green and making it a better environment. A lot of consumers today are shopping towards businesses or doing their part of making this a better place for all of us to live. So what's your next step? Your next step is get with the person who invited you to take a look at this quick demonstration of how our product is different than any other product in America. Thank you very much, and have a great afternoon.